everyone, I'm Yasmine Belle. I'm writer, speaker, founder, and CEO of Belle Capital Management and Woman CEO Inc. My purpose is to create a safe space to have the courageous conversation of all money matters and everything in between. Coming to you from my home to yours, sharing my wins and losses in hopes to ignite the power in you to dream, execute, and lead with confidence while making an impact. So let's make money moves and join me on Money Matters.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to have you on board. Today we will be touching on stimulus checks, SBA grants, SBA loans, and unemployment, and also I will be giving you some tips and tools towards the end. So let's begin. Okay, so let's talk stimulus. So 90% of Americans will be receiving these stimulus checks, and the criteria to have these stimulus checks is you have to have a salary of no more than $75,000 per year for individual, which you will be receiving up to $1,200 of stimulus checks. If you are married filing joint, you will be able to receive $2,400, capping your salary at $150,000. And if you do have dependents, children under the age of 17 and under, then you will be able to qualify for an extra $500 per child. These are, again, non-reimbursable. They are to help us during these hard times. Now, if you do make a salary of $100,000 or more single and $198,000 for married, you will not be able to qualify for these stimulus checks. However, you will be able to take the credit on your 2020 tax return, so please connect with your tax accountant and they will be able to further assist you on that. In addition to the stimulus checks, in terms of timing, the IRS is looking to be making these payments into two batches, two installments. So the first installment is going out in April, and then the second one is in May. And of course, if you haven't filed your 2018 and 2019 tax return, you still have until the end of the year. However, I would highly suggest you get them done sooner rather than later. Be sure that the IRS has your 2018 and 2019 bank information so that they're able to wire you the funds via electronic transfer. In order to be sure that the IRS has this information, what you have to do is look at your 2018 and 2019 tax return and make sure that you have a bank account information and routing on your tax return when it was e-filed last time it was completed. So that's a good way for you to check as well. And if you have not completed the 2019 tax return, then I would suggest being sure to include your bank account information and routing on your return so that they will be easier to get those funds into your account. SBA grants is amazing to take full advantage of right now because it is free money for small businesses up to $10,000. We, as Belle Capital, ended up filing one of the applications yesterday, and it literally took 10 minutes to fill out. And so basically what it is money that to help small businesses that have generated income, right? So unfortunately they're not for startups and things like that have no income. It is for income, and they do ask you on your application your gross income, cost of goods sold, and expenses. So have your set of financials ready to go for the last 12 months ending year 1/31/20, which is what the deadline that they put out on the application, as well as your tax return, because they will ask you when your business has been established and other questions that your tax return would have that quick information on there. So have those two documents ready when you are applying. I will also be supplying the link below so that it's a quick, easy click and 10 minutes. The funds can be available to you within 3 days. After the application, you'll get an application confirmation number, and then you will be able to use that as a reference. So we were hoping to get that as soon as possible, but at least it is out there and it is definitely something to take full advantage of. Now, there are other SBA loans out there that you can qualify for. Those are straight loans with as low as 3.75% interest with a term of 30 years. So as you can see, it's a really beneficial time right now. You know, the government is really trying to support small businesses and, really keeping them from closing. And I know we are all affected by this unfortunate circumstance. So we are trying to keep afloat, and I'm trying to give you as much information as I can, and I will definitely keep you updated as new information comes up. But definitely take advantage of the grant if you are a small business, any SBA loans that could help you, another PPP loan paychecks that also came out, and this one is specifically for businesses that have a large number of payroll. So this specific loan, this PPP loan, can be forgivable if you use the money that you requested to borrow. 75% of that goes to payroll. So that is the criteria for 2 months. So they will forgive you this loan, this money for 2 months if you use 75% of that for payroll. So it is incredible. I am definitely going to be filing for that for my business today. So I urge you to get on it and file it, and let's make money move, right? So I will also be supplying the link below so that you will be able to have access to that as well. And of course, feel free to send me a chat, a comment, and if you have any questions, I will be answering any questions this evening. Now onto unemployment. California EDD, Unemployment Service Online, is extremely easy to use. You may also call the number, the California EDD unemployment line. However, I heard that the hold time is incredibly long, so I would suggest jumping on your computer, filing it online. But the state has really been working and extending a little bit of their rules, bending their rules to be able to accommodate so many of us that either have lost their jobs, or are partially unemployed, or have been laid off, or there's so many different criterias that you would be able to apply for the unemployment. So I would highly recommend jumping on it now, because it is going to take up to it could take up to 3 weeks even before you receive some funds. So, the sooner the better. And you could also be receiving up to $600 a week. So definitely take full advantage of that. This is why we pay our payroll taxes. So please, I urge you to get on the California EDD website as soon as possible. Get that filled out. Of course, if you have questions, you can always shoot me a message. I'll be more than happy to help you. And again, this goes without saying, but if you do need payroll services or tax preparations, this is what we do. So I would be very happy to help you. So just shoot us a line, visit our website at bellecapitalmanagement.com, and I will be very glad to help you or answer any questions you may have. Now let's talk expenses deferment. Now we are currently undergoing a lot of financial stress, and therefore anything that you can push back or even slice and dice, as I like to call it, within for a 6 month or 3 to 6 months period, amazing. Let's do that. We want to try to extend it as far as possible, because when we do get the funds, we can pay it off quick, but at least it'll give us that float room, right, at the current time. So what I would suggest you do is go through your financials and see your overhead costs. So what do you pay for, utilities? What do you pay for telephone? Look at your car loan. Can you refinance that? Banks are giving as low as 3.79, I believe, percent for refinance. So try to refinance your car, try to refinance your home, go through your payments and talk to your lenders, meaning if you do have high credit card payments, you are able to talk to your bank, and then they could possibly put either a some sort of payment plan, into play. Call your, like for instance, I had AT&T and I just switched to T-Mobile because they gave me a stellar deal. So I'm also, as a business owner, going through, literally, I'm combing through all my financials and canceling anything that could wait, and we could get on a later date that is not an urgent subscription and things of that nature. And I'm really just cutting costs across the board because I'm trying to sustain as well as a business owner, and I don't want to lay my team off, and I'm doing everything that I can to keep afloat. So but it starts with this, right? And it starts with personal things as well, like our telephone, our cars, our homes, and right now they're currently passing a bill, or have passed a bill, where the landlords have to give renters, I believe it's a 60 to 90 day grace period in terms of paying rent. So it's definitely, everybody's working together. So if we can, all you have to do is voice, right? Words matter, so speak up, say, do some research, look, Google, and again, if you need any, financial advice, I am a money coach, so please email me your question, and I'll be more than happy to guide you and give you the direction, on where to go and resources if you need it. So again, thank you so much for listening. It was such a pleasure being with you today, and I hope that this has brought a little bit of insight and given you a little bit of the tools to kind of move forward. So sending you love and light, and have a beautiful day.
Thank you for allowing me to share with you my little nuggets of wisdom that I have learned along the way. So please like, share, subscribe, and until next time, be safe and big kisses.